as I was about to go play with those guys, I just got a text that my opponent is paying. So technically, I was ready at almost half an hour ago to go. So technically, I've won this match already. Even beyond technically, I feel like I've won this match already. But here he comes. Anyway, so playing this match with a little bit of bitterness that he won't know about. And today's a little bit different. We're going to play from the Long Beach Open tees, so that stretches this course out quite a bit. And because this guy has hopes to one day compete in the Long Beach Open. So let's do it. All right, guys, this is it. This is a match from the Long Beach Open tees at El Dorado. Beautiful fog rolling over with the time lapse. This is going to be me versus a guy called Hank, a friend of a friend, and a pretty good golfer that plays for a college team around this area, and a guy that I met when playing golf the day before this. And then I asked if he wanted to play a match this day, so here it is. I hit my drive, pulled it left to this spot here, and I didn't have to drop it. You can see that very small window that I'm going through here. I have to keep it low. That was an awesome shot. Kept it low, chased it right under through that window. I was pretty pumped up about it. And Hank advanced his ball pretty well, but blocked it to the right. That shot I just hit was pretty risky, and had a small window to go through. I hit it about as good as I could have. It's just with all this fog, I'm not sure of the result of where it went. There is a bunker near where it could have gone, but I improved my position for sure. And Hank looked like he hit a well-balanced shot. I don't know where he went either. We'll see. Not a good drive to start, but Hank kind of slipped on the club. And standing on the tee for 25 minutes doing practice swings certainly didn't help. I'm trying to limit myself now to one practice swing. And not even really a practice swing. Like almost no practice swings, just I'm allowed one kind of like what I call a feel waggle. And that's about it. Otherwise, if I start taking practice swings recently, it gets too technical for me. All right, so here's Hank after blocking his layup a little bit into the right trees. And he came up short of the green because I think he hit a tree. And I'm in this kind of overfilled bunker in the fairway where my layup had gone to. And I went from bunker to bunker. I'm now in another bunker. All right, I did. I can see it. I went from one bunker to the other. So trying to frame this positively, it would be awesome to make a double sandy. I'm not playing. That's not going to pay me anything extra, but it would be cool to get a double sandy here. Certainly want to hit a good bunker shot here because Hank is not in the best spot. Yep, and here is Hank. He needs to get this up and down for par. That was a little heavy and just barely made it onto the green. Fast forward a little bit. And I need a good bunker shot here, but caught it way too clean. Look at the type of sand that's in this bunker as compared to the type of sand that was in the other bunker. Two totally different types of sand. So that's Hank after two putting for his bogey. And this is for my par from pretty far away. So I really want to have a deft touch with my lag putting here to at least secure the half for the hole. This is stroke play, but so that's it. We both made bogey and are 1 over par going into the 11th hole. It's about 410 yards from back here. Hank hit a good drive up the right-hand side of the fairway, and you can tell I'm already, my grip is wet, and I'm extremely technical recently, trying to kind of fix this certain thing about my swing that's been bothering me, and my results on the course have not been good as I've been working on this. So I hit a bit of a hook that kind of ducked into the short left fairway. Have to go under a tree from 195 yards out. And I hit it absolutely awesome. I hit a lot of good hybrids this day, so that felt great. So felt really good, and then I looked over to see what Hank was doing and then trying to tell him to go ahead. Come on! And actually, I was pretty motivated to win this match. I don't know why, but I really, really wanted to grind this out and win it. Regardless of how I played, I just wanted to have a win at the end of it. Hank hit a very good shot. You can see, oh, actually, no, he didn't. He hit it heavy, I remember now. But then hit a very good chip, but has about 6 feet left. He plays the kind of chipping style where you get as much roll as possible, but sometimes on these small greens, you can get rim rock that way a lot. That was me for birdie. High-sided it a little bit. It just didn't start it on my line. But I secure a par, and now here's Hank for par to stay even with me. I'm 1 over par after 2 holes, and Hank for par. He makes his. So we're both 1 over par after 2 holes going into the 205-yard par 3, 12th hole. It's my hybrid again, my old Idea Tour prototype, Adams Tour prototype. And I hit a great shot again with the hybrid. Hit it just to the back of the green. I kind of pulled it and it faded. And really trying more than anything else to pump myself up. After hitting in the bunker, Hank hit it thin and over the green. And this is me for my birdie. Really, really fantastic lag putt. I've been doing this certain thing for my lag putts recently that's been working out really nicely. So, I have this tournament coming up. Hopefully that can hold up because the greens are supposed to be rolling at like an 11.5 or 12. So there, I'm in for par. And that was Hank for bogey. So that's a double bogey for Hank. So he moves to be 3 over par. Yep, that's a 5 for Hank. So he moves to be 3 over par after 3 holes. And I'm 1 over par after 3 holes. So I just hit that ball into the water, unfortunately. And then Hank, it looked like he hit it into the water, but he actually hit that extremely long.
Yeah, it
I think he
landed
got a
near
good
that white
bounce
stake,
too.
and it was going left. I'm not sure, though.
I thought he was wet, but he wasn't. He actually hit it really far out past the water. So again, hybrid, this time from 195 yards up the hill. And that was a really great pass at it. And I hit it pin high. I only have about 13 feet to save my par. And Hank again is kind of fighting the fats here. He put it into fat and into the tree, and you can see he came up short. So after really having the advantage off the tee because he didn't find the water, now Hank has that for his bogey. So this is me to save my par. Good lag, but it just didn't get started on the right line, unfortunately. So that's a bogey for me. So that moves me to 2 over par. And this is Hank for his bogey. So if Hank goes double bogey, and is now 5 over par, and I'm 2 over. All right, so going into the
Come back.
that I blocked that out to the right, hit a tree and went straight down. And Hank did the opposite. He hit his down the left-hand side in the left rough. But I had a look. I have to keep it low under those trees. The perspective's hard to see here. So this is a 5-iron from only about 145 yards. So got it started out straight, kind of a la the sinking your swing, the 100-yard 5-iron. But I hit that a little too hard.
That was really good, just a little too hard.
Exactly. So here I am, pin high. Lucky that it didn't run to the cart path, because then it could go all the way into the snack shop. So I'm pin high, need an up and down for a par. Hank hit his long left. So there I have about 4 feet for my par. Well, actually, no, I'm sorry. Hank hit his really well. And that's his for par. So he remains 5 over, and this is me to stay at 2 over par. Awesome, awesome up and down. I really like that. It's something I wasn't very good at before, but I remain 2 over par. And Hank is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 over par. Yep, that's right. So I have a 3-stroke advantage at this point. So that was a little lazy with the hands, and I blocked it a little to the right, but this is kind of like a bowling alley, this hole, and it hit a tree and
All
went
right,
further
there's
right.
the green, and I'm all the way over here in this right rough. That is too hard of a shot to keep it low through this tiny window. So what I'm going to try to do is just chip it back out there. Let's get a yardage for that though, and make the world's smartest chip out. All right, to the lip of that bunker. Oh, further than it looks. 73 yards. All right, so I'm gonna hit it. So the lip of this bunker, it says is 73 yards. It does not look like it, but I'm gonna trust it. And then, so I'm gonna hit it 85 yards on that line.
All right, so I'm just trying, I'm thinking in my head, all right, I'm gonna hit, and I'm trying to get myself pumped up and excited about this layup so that I don't have kind of a lazy brain about
That was
it.
the world's best punch out. All right, whatever.
Which I think is a good mental strategy,
It's
because
a red
sometimes
flag, so I'm gonna hit a full on one of these.
there's my S
Full on
grind.
60.
My S grind title is 60. SM6, 60 degree. Hit a pretty good shot, just didn't quite rip it through the impact zone hard enough. But I have this to save my par. At least I'm missing them on the high side. I'm just not hitting my start lines very well. I need to get on the Pels putting 8 or something, putting through a gate of tees. So that Hank misses his birdie putt. He remains at 5 over par, and I move to 3 over. Hank teed off, hit a good drive. And you can see my start lines this day are just absolutely awful. After watching the video back, I could see that my hips were
here's my ball.
crowding
I hit
myself.
this tree and rebounded down here. And I have about, there's the red stake, 120 yards or so. And a pretty clear look there. Hank hit a very good drive. He's way down there, about there. If that's his ball, I think it is. And they're putting the flag in right there.
Yeah.
130 to a back flag.
Right, 130 to a back flag. And I tried to hit an easy 9-iron, but I hit it way too hard. I went over the green. Flew right over the stick, but way too hard. Probably a bad club choice there. So that's, Hank will have that for his birdie from about, I'd say 30 feet. Not the best pitch from there. And you can see I put myself into an awkward position here, so I wasn't quite sure what to do, so I brought the hybrid out because I thought I could just kind of get it started, but I didn't see that there was a bit of a root behind my ball. But I'm trying to stay disciplined. I don't really care about what I shoot as long as I shoot a little bit better than Hank at the end. I'm really just trying to win and not trying to be pretty about it, but just win. All right, so check this out. I'm marking my ball because we're putting absolutely everything out from about 2 feet away. And because I'm not taking absolutely anything for granted. So here Hank hits a good lag putt. He has about 2 feet, 2.5 feet. And hit it nonchalantly, and watch this look. See that look at me like, yeah, that counts. So sorry about that, but that counts. So that's a bogey for Hank. And I know from past experience that short putts are easy to miss on this green for some reason. It might be haunted, but I see a lot of people missing them. All right, so moving on, Hank made a bogey and I made a bogey. So that moves me to 4 over par and Hank to 6 over par. As we freeze on that for a second, just to show you guys.
Yeah, all right, so you have not been treated to a high standard of golf today, but been fairly competitive. There's 2 more holes left. I'm still 4 strokes up. That last one, you can kind of see Hank just went ahead and tried to get out of the way and hit that. And those are the ones in tournaments I'm really trying to avoid, those kind of brainless shots, you know, if every shot counts, then every shot truly deserves your full attention. So a little bit of a hiccup there for him, which helped me because I made a bogey after getting a great break and hitting it behind a tree. So, right against a tree. So, and then that hybrid was a little fat. But what's really costing me today is, you guys have seen, I've been out in these trees all day. I have not hit one good drive. I can feel that I'm lurching and sliding over to my left side early and desperately trying to rescue it, and I'm blocking and snapping it all over the place. And I know the solution, but the solution is my right arm is too slow, and my body's in relation to my body. So, but it's not really something you can force. So I'm just kind of have to deal with what I have. All right, moving on. This is a 170 yard from back here, par 3. Hank hit his long left, and you can see it kind of chicken winged that one through. That's what happens when I slide over to my left side, which is the thing that I've been trying to fix recently. I kind of have to do that to try to fight to keep the face square, but I wasn't able to win the fight there and shut it left and put it a little fat too. So it's really something I'm trying to work on, trying to fix that part of my swing, get a lot more stable and stay back a lot more. So that's Hank for his birdie, and that yellow ball there is me and this will be for my par. So here we go. Again, my speed has been very good, but that's a bogey. And this is Hank for his par. And he makes that. So going into the last hole, I'm not sure if my math is wrong, but I know that I have a 2-stroke lead going into this last hole. I actually had a 3-stroke lead, and that just cut it to 2. All right, so I was really sick of hitting bad drives all day, so I really wanted to, I mean, every hole I really wanted to hit a great one, but certainly here I really wanted to. I saw later that my hips were getting a lot closer to the ball on the downswing, kind of like a goat humping move. And on this one, they don't do that nearly as much, and it hit an absolutely awesome drive, so that was good. All right. If you guys saw my video sinking your swing, finally remember that. Front wheel drive. None of this. You got front wheel drive. You'll know what I mean if you saw it. Going into the final hole, I am 2 strokes lower than Hank is, and I just hit a very good drive. Finally hit my first good drive of the day using that front wheel drive feeling, and I didn't want to waste that good feeling on a practice swing, so I didn't even take one. And going in, and Hank hit towards the left bunkers. I'm not sure. I'm going to be tempted to go for this green, but probably not from the Long Beach Open tees. I'm probably not going to. So the fairways here are a little long today, and I did not get much roll out of that, even though I piped it about pretty far. So lessons learned from today is just don't let the hips drive your golf swing. You know, that swing with those big muscles stuff is you're gonna be looking for your ball in the trees all the time. Your swing has to be synced. All your parts have to be doing the same thing. They all have to be pulling on, one end of a rope together, all working towards the same end. Okay, I can see Hank's ball. His is in the bunker. Gosh, and the thing is that if I spray it here in most of these courses in California, I can punch out whatever. If I do this at this tournament I'm going to in Virginia, at my brother's club, I'm going to be out of luck. I cannot do that because there, if you guys know, there's woods there, thick woods. And if you go into those woods, your ball is gone forever underneath like a foot of dead foliage. So I gotta get it together. But I'm feeling all right. I like what I'm doing with my swing. Yeah, more and more recently, my ideas about how I am as a golfer are more connected to how my swing feels and less to my scores, which I don't know if that's good or bad. Yank that way off the line that I want to. Same thing, my hips crowded me, and then that makes me overcorrect and yank it. That was really bad.
Okay, so at this moment,
That was the stupidest
yeah, watch your mouth.
course management.
At this moment, I am 5 over par and Hank is 7 over par. So really a poor standard of golf, but just trying to win. I just had a check of the scores and saw that. So Hank hit. You saw he's. You can see Hank in the on the right of your screen. He blocked his over to the right, and he's inside one of those bushes there. And this is me. So this is to hit the green in regulation. My third shot out of that bunker, and I only had about 70 yards, and I hit it way too clean, and I jumped right over the back of the green. So Hank actually finned his across the green from the bush, and then now he'll have that for a bogey.
Oh, this is a miracle. Look, it's on a sprinkler head.
So
Thank
with
God.
with the two-stroke advantage and Hank having a putt for a bogey, I knew that I just needed to avoid an absolute disaster to pull the match out, because triple bogey at this point is basically the only thing that would tie this match. This is a really low standard of golf, but I'm just trying to win. So this is my putt for a double. So actually, this putt that nobody's really paying attention to is super critical, and I was grinding it out and I made it. All right, so I win the match by a single stroke, but I was happy to do it, but not happy with my game.
Okay, that's it. I ended up making a double bogey. No, yeah, making a double bogey on the last hole. Hank bogeyed, so I won by 1 stroke. Gosh, I got so mad back in like 2015 kind of way. So mad coming in. Oh, some of those shots were so bad on that last hole after that good drive. Awful. But happy to win, I guess. Gives me no confidence at all for my tournament that I have coming up, so that's completely irritating. Ugh, hit some good hybrids and some other stuff, but all right. I'm gonna go play golf later today. Had a short par 3 course with my 4-year-old, almost 5-year-old, and that'll be fun. And then yeah, some other lessons to learn from that. That was not good in general, but winning was good. I honestly, if I wasn't 2 strokes up, I would not have hit hybrid there, because that really was like I was 240 out, and I was trying to hit it like just 20 yards in front of the green, which is a narrow spot because there's water right in that bunker left. Hit in the bunker, so that's the better place to go. But then I was a little nervous for some reason about hitting that bunker shot fat, so I hit it super clean, but way too hard. I mean, it was a 75-yard shot, and I hit it 100 yards. Really, I carried it about 95 yards, and then it bounced down that hill. Very lucky to be where I was, on that sprinkler head of whatever else. You guys saw it. That's annoying because I have been working really hard at golf recently. I've got to get my swing more in sync. Go back to all that stuff. It truly is the key. All right, thank you guys. Bye.